Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back. Today is May 23rd, Tuesday morning, and it's about 6:40 a.m. and I'm on my way out for first long ride in a long time. I'm not talking about like a 200-mile day ride out and back, but finally getting out on a week-long motorcycle trip. Today I'm heading up to Front Royal, Virginia, where I'm going to meet up with a couple of buddies who are coming down from New York. And we're going to spend about a week riding around Virginia, West Virginia, before I head back to the Raleigh, North Carolina area. A little chilly when I left the house this morning. It was about 55 degrees. I'm glad I threw on a pullover sweatshirt under my jacket. And it's currently up to 60 already, so we're heading in the right direction temperature-wise. Probably looking at mid-70s for today. So currently on US 1, heading up to I-85. I'm not going to take the scenic route going up. I'm looking to make time to get up there and meet up on schedule. Better slow my roll here. This 45-mile-an-hour zone is strictly enforced in this little town of Kittrell. So anyway, taking US 1, get onto I-85, going north, join with I-95, which should be a joy. I'm kidding, it sucks. And I'll be bailing out just before Washington, D.C., heading northwest toward Front Royal. This little grocery store is always busy. Hold on there, guy. So yeah, we're going to spend about a week hitting Skyline Drive and some of the scenic routes in West Virginia, hoping for New River Gorge. We may get into Kentucky a little bit. There's a place called Hillbilly Hot Dog in West Virginia along the Ohio River. We want to check that out. And we're going to be doing some camping along the way too. That's the plan. We'll see how that all goes. I've got more junk packed onto this motorcycle. I'm on the 22 GS Adventure, if you can't tell. And it took me a full day to figure out how to pack this thing. But I weighed everything out with a luggage scale, one of those little handheld things. So the panniers are packed evenly as far as weight goes. The top box is under the max weight. The panniers are under the max weight. I've got a Lone Rider Overlander bag on the back seat. The bigger one, I forget what the size is 48 liters, I don't remember, but it's the larger one. And I've got the tank bag. Everything is full. I can't slip a sheet of paper anywhere on this motorcycle or it's going to explode. Good thing for this tank bag, it's not very large, but it holds a lot of extra small junk. Charging cables, and sunscreen, and sunglasses, and Easy Pass, all that kind of stuff. The Overlander bag has my smaller sun dome, 2-person tent, sleeping bag, bike cover, some extra clothes, and snacks and stuff like that. Honestly, you riders who pack for a camping trip for a week for 2 up and you can fit everything on a motorcycle, I just don't know how you do it. I'd wanted to take my Lone Rider moto tent just to have the extra large vestibule to get out of the sun or any weather or whatever. I don't see how it's possible with this Overlander bag. I know it can be done. I've seen it done. I attempted it and tried to perch the bag on top of the tent on the back seat, and it was just too much, in my opinion. I don't know. So, rolling with the smaller tent this time around and see how it goes. Nice sunrise this morning. It's a little overcast, but the sun is peeking through a little bit. And we're in for a week of good weather, but the weekend coming up, we're supposed to get a pretty good rainstorm. So I hope to either be home before that or get back into town just after that bad weather. Not too much traffic on the road up this way. This is the country. You head further south toward Raleigh and it's jam-packed about now. But it's nice up this way. Only about maybe 5 miles from getting onto I-85. That's the BMW/Garmin Nav 6 up in the cradle. Some people have nothing but trouble with it. Some people do okay. I've had this for about a year now and so far it's been good. And I hope it continues. I only had about 2 sips of coffee this morning. Didn't sleep great last night. Pre-departure OCD kicking in. Do I have everything? Did I forget anything? I cannot have possibly forgotten anything. There's just too much crap on a motorcycle. So either I brought too much junk and forgot something important. You'll find out during the week. I think I've got what I need though. So on 85 now, and I've got about 80 miles to go until I get to 95. So nothing really to see here. So I'll check back with you guys in a little while. Now I'm back. Finally got off of 95. And this is Highway 17 heading northwest. Gonna take me to a point that's west of DC. This is a far better ride than 95 was. I tried to hit the record button earlier going through Richmond, but tough to feel the buttons on the GoPro with these gloves on. When I thought I was recording, I was pretty much talking to myself because the battery had died already. 100% charge. Didn't last probably more than 20 minutes of record time from earlier this morning. Anyway, it's now 69 degrees, warmed up nicely. There's nobody on the road up here. This is really nice. Made a couple of stops along 95 just to stretch my legs. Gonna be looking for a gas station pretty soon. Oh, that's cool. I guess that one's closed. Gold Mining Museum. Huh. So I'm not sure what town I'm in Virginia right here. Or near. I know I'm pretty much northwest of Fredericksburg. And heading up to Front Royal. Now about 10:20. According to the GPS, I have 1 more hour to go. Bike's been doing well so far. Ride's great. My only complaint is with this bag on the back seat. It's pushing me forward so that I'm pretty much sitting on the forward part of the rider's seat, right up against the tank. And the bag really isn't sitting on much more than the passenger seat. Not like it's overlapping that far. It's a nice backrest, I can tell you that. But I'd like to be sitting back in a normal position with it. Just got a phone call from one of my buddies there, the guys I'm supposed to meet. And surprisingly, the phone call was clear, number one. I'm up to 3 bars signal strength. So this thing's working okay. But he's having trouble. He's got a Tri-Glide Ultra. And he's getting an overheat situation there. So they're trying to troubleshoot. They're about an hour away from our destination also, so about 2 hours from me right now. So I hope he gets it sorted out. Plans may change a little bit. Anyway, the scenery is pretty nice right here. Some nice views, nice farms, and I've got a little bit less than an hour to get to Front Royal. Alright, that's it for now. I'll check back with you in a little while. Here's what the bike looks like. Pretty loaded down, as you can see. Tank bag. Overlander. Got a couple of water bottles there, and I can rest right in between that, which is okay. But it pushes me forward to the front of the seat. It's actually pretty good. Well, that's it. So, yeah, what's up, guys? Hey. So, life on the road. Got some gas, got a sandwich and a cup of coffee. I'm waiting for my buddy to sort out his issue with the engine overheat. So hopefully all goes well with that. Meanwhile, time to eat. Well, I'm still on Highway 17 apparently. Somewhere north of the town of Warrenton, Virginia. And I've got to say, it is beautiful around here. Lots of rolling hills, lots of farmland, some big old homes, some smaller ones. Oh. Roadkill, don't want to hit one of those. Check out these pastures over here. Wow. And the camera's probably not picking it up, but above the tree line that you can see, way in the distance in the haze, is, I'm not going to call it a mountain, but we're getting into hilly country now, I can tell. Check all this out. I passed the sign earlier for Skyline Drive and Shenandoah Park. I didn't think that we were that close to it, but I guess I am. So I've got about a half hour to go. I haven't heard back from my buddies yet. I'm not sure if he worked out his engine overheat situation. Hopefully it was just a fuse for the fan, but I don't know. Glad I stopped and got gas when I did. Got about, oh, look at this, a double, 1, 2, holy smokes, and 3. Wow. Vultures are all over that one. Not a good day along Highway 17 for the deer or the motorists. Earlier on in the trip, I was really missing my Road Glide Limited, especially on I-95. This GSA takes a beating from turbulence behind big trucks. You can't be anywhere near them because you will get knocked around. Look at that. I don't mind these speed limit changes. Gives me a little more time to enjoy the scenery. I had one like this earlier from 55 to 45. You could tell it was a small community, and just around the bend in the road was the sheriff. Nope, down to 35. I'll take it. Let's see. North 17, use left lane. I think that's us. Gotta say, the functionality of this Nav 6 with the whiz wheel here, look at the screen, I can zoom in and out on the fly, and that does come in handy. And sure enough, we're gonna make a left here. This is the second time I've almost missed a turn because I'm looking around. Anyway, missing the Road Glide Limited on the big highway. A bit more comfort, really only because of the way I have this thing loaded right now with the bag on the back seat. That thing cruises very nicely on the highway, but the suspension on this is far better. What a ride. Electronic suspension's doing its thing. With the little bit of extra weight I have on here, which is about 75 pounds total in cargo, far less than a passenger would be. This thing just kind of floats on the road, and that's in the, if you can see it, the road setting. If I switch it to dynamic, it'll stiffen up a bit, but I'm kind of enjoying the ride, so I'll leave it as is. And of course the acceleration on this thing is effortless. Now that I'm off the big highway and on a secondary road, I'm really enjoying this bike. Front Royal, that's us, 22 miles. Let's see, 19 miles, close enough. My friend Amer Sheikh, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel, you should check it out. Amer is down this way doing the Blue Ridge Parkway this week on his Goldwing. So I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled for a white 2018 Goldwing. He's from Canada. Look at the foothills up there. Really nice. Be kind of fun to meet up with him on the road. Okay, so some good news, I guess. They made it to Front Royal. They're at the visitor center. But the bad news is he's going to have to stop at a dealership and get it looked at. There's supposed to be one somewhere close to Skyline Drive. So we'll see how that goes. Some about 20 minutes away from town. And they are there now. So 20 more minutes and we'll meet up and we'll see what happens. I'd like to keep the camera rolling because the scenery is looking pretty good, but these GoPro batteries are terrible. I figure I've got to be halfway through this fresh battery, so I'll check back with you when I roll into town. Alright, rolling into town. Looking for the visitor center. Shenandoah, Skyline. Alright, where are the signs for the visitor center? I'm gonna say it's probably that way. You would think that they'd have more than one sign. They had one on the highway to get off at that exit. How about that? It's in the GPS. No. Add to active route. Feet. This? No. That can't be it. No way. That's where the directions took me. The post office will know. Alright, believe it or not, the post office did not know. But then again, this is the Linden post office, not the Front Royal post office. But I got a general idea where I have to go. First thing I got to do is put my chin strap on. I don't mind getting lost on a motorcycle in nice country like this. Just that I got a couple of guys waiting for me and they're probably like, where the hell is he? So this is the road that we just came through when I got off the highway right here. And my initial feeling to go in that direction straight ahead apparently was correct. Getting warm now. And I got the sheriff behind me, so we have to behave here. About 5 more miles to town. Okay. This can't be 45 miles an hour here. Poorly marked visitor center, but a nice town.